I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Today, I'm going to talk to you today about tax relief programs. As a former agent, I worked about 10,000 cases. I've worked at IRS for 10 years? I have been in private practice for 40 years. I'm a national expert in any IRS resolution matters. I have a whole team of former IRS agents on staff. I've been in the national news. I've been on Fox twice, ABC, Newsmax, News Nation, CBS, NBC. Not advertising. They're asking my opinion on what's going on with the IRS. Anyway, I want to tell you about tax relief programs and what you need to know about them. So there's generally three types of tax relief programs that you need to know about. They are currently uncollectible or hardship payment agreements or offers and compromise. Let me just tell you a little about them both. Everyone searches for what to do with their case and how to do it, how much it's going to cost, and all that 9 yards. So generally, your current financial statement determines what tax relief program you're suited for. You don't get to pick a tax relief program. The tax relief program picks you. So let me explain how this works. So as a former IRS agent, I look at your financial statement. And when I look at your financial statement, I say, gee, this is a hardship case, this is a payment agreement case, or this is an offer and compromise. So let me tell you, so your financial statement currently dictates the program you're eligible for. So let me tell you currently non-collectible or hardship case. IRS looks at your financial statement and they look at your assets and they look at the National Standard Program test. The National Standard Program test tells you exactly what you can live on a month based on their standards. You can go and Google what IRS standards are. You can go and Google IRS National Standards for housing and utilities, for food and clothing, for car payments and car expenses, and IRS will dictate to you what you can spend for those, and you can list your other expenses. If IRS sees that you're in a hardship because you're just getting by, you'll get into currently non-collectible, which means for a couple years you'll stay there. Sometimes you stay there for the 10 years. All depends on the IRS caseload and if they're going to work your case. Generally, the cases come back in a couple years. IRS will take your refund, but you can change your W-4 to offset that. This simply means that IRS will not touch you. They won't do anything to you because you can't pay your bills. Next is the payment agreement. You can either go online and get a streamlined program, or that's my dog Sammy. She keeps going back for water. She's thirsty today. But IRS can put you in a payment program where they take your financial statement. It says, gee, this person, based on our national standards, can pay $1,000 a month. But if you do this yourself and you don't know the program, well, your $1,000 that you think you make can wind up to be $3,000. That's why you call a professional, because they can lower that payment unless you want to pay IRS off, and some do. The offer and compromise is the third program. Now everyone is advertising pennies on a dollar, pennies on a dollar. Let's settle, we can all settle your. That's a bunch of crap. I used to teach the offer and compromise program. I know everything about the offer and compromise program. So if you're eligible for that, and you can go to the IRS pre-qualifier tool for free, find out, or call me for free, and I'll tell you whether you're eligible. And if you were, you go ahead and submit the offer. The offer, IRS is going to drill down on your assets, and they're going to drill down on the national expense program, your income versus your living expense, and they will determine whether you are eligible for an offer and compromise. Don't put it in because someone told you can put it in. Make sure you're speaking to a professional. The only people licensed to speak to IRS are attorneys, CPAs, and enrolled agents. If they're not, then you are probably being ripped off by a salesperson or someone who's giving you a line of crap that you're eligible. Speak to a true professional. If you want to know if you're eligible for an offer, you can call me. I can do the offer, whatever you want, but do not submit your offer unless you know you're a qualified candidate for the offer. Those are your three programs: currently non-collectible, payment agreement, offer, and compromise. Give me a subscription if you would, and make sure all your tax returns are filed for each program. They're going to want to know they're filed. Please give me a subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you.